Hi you guys, it is your girl Pretty Girl Peeps, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about something that is shaking the nation, and that will be Fenty Beauty by my girl Bad Girl Riri. So I did get my bag. I got my bag in, as you can see. I had tried some samples. I've been trying it out, kind of seeing how I like it, see how it applies. So I wanted to come to you guys and kind of share how I felt about this product. So of course, if you want to see more, then just continue to watch. So I'm just going to actually just jump right into it and show you guys what I bought. So the first item that I bought is the this is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This is this makeup sponge. So this is the first item that I bought. So I want you guys to see that. So this is the Fenty Beauty. This is called the Precision Makeup Sponge. And then I also got the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation as well. So I am going to go ahead and try those on for you guys. So just a little tidbit. If you're oily skin, I feel like you're going to love this product. You're not going to have to do much. You can just go ahead, throw it on and go. If you're dry skin like myself, you're going to kind of have to put some oil and nutrients in your skin, which you should be doing anyway. So I've already prepped my face. So the first item that I used was the Tarte Marcujala Oil, as you can see right here. And then I also use the Nivea cream. And then I used, and it's been settled in my face, I also use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Radiance. I use this to prep my face. So if you're dry skin, you definitely want to be using some stuff that is going to make sure that you, how can I say this? It's going to make sure you're not cake faced. Now, if you're oily, a lot of these extra steps you're not going to have to take, but I wanted to really show you guys how these products work. So this isn't the first impressions because I've been using the samples. I've been playing around with it, kind of seeing how I like it, seeing what would work best. So this isn't really going to be a first impressions. This is going to be more so a review, how I would suggest using it. And, you know, this is the actual bottle. You know, I've used the sample. The color that I'm in is 360, and this is what the bottle looks like. This is what it looks like. It's supposed to shake well. And I'm actually going to use a buffer brush to buff it in, and then I'm going to go in with the sponge and make sure that it is really wet, moist. So this is what the sponge looks like. This is it undamp right here. So that's it undamp. So I'm gonna go and dampen it, so when I'm ready for that step, I can just get ready to go. I'll be right back. So I went and wet the sponge. This is how small the sponge is. So it's like the size of my eye. But I went and dampened that. And with this, you gotta work fast, especially if you have a dry face, because it is going to get dry super quick. So you gotta move super quick and work in sections. So it's blended in. I'm going to use one of my BH Cosmetics buffer brushes, this brush right here, to buff it in. And then we use the sponge to kind of blend it all out. So I'm going to just do this section, then this section, like you want to do section by section. And this is kind of, let me pump a little bit on mine. And it's a little runny. as you can see, and I am color 360. I had got put into 380, but it was a little bit too red for me. So now I got, when again I got put into the 380 color, which is more of an olive undertone. And that's one thing I love that Riri did, is that she gave us some colors, you know, to choose from, some undertones, some, you know, some things to make our lives pop. And this color is like a medium coverage, but it can be built up to a full coverage if that's what you want to do. But again, if you're oily, you know, you could just use a primer and go. I will say I did try her mattifying primer, and that was not for me and my skin. Maybe for you and yours, but it is not for me and mine's. Yeah, if you have oily skin, I definitely would suggest it. I am a dry skin girl, but I do like matte for certain events. But again, if you're dry skinned, you want to use this quick as possible because it's going to get matte quick. And then I'm just going to try the sponge for the first time. This is my first time trying the sponge. And I have it damp. And I'm just going to kind of bounce it into all of those places. And it doesn't look like it soaks up too bad. I can't imagine cleaning this is going to be a drag. I'm just making sure to blend it out everywhere. It's really small, so if you like small sponges, you will like this. And it's like supposed to be like skin. And I'm about to put some Vaseline on my lips because I feel like I look crusty lipped right now. So that's kind of what that looks like, just with, like, you know, that one little small coating. Very simple coverage, looks like skin. If you have any imperfections, especially if you're dry skin, they still might show through because it is like a, it's like a full, it's like a medium to full coverage type of deal. So just beware. The color does oxidize. On some people I've heard it turns darker. So make sure you go try a sample before you order it. And yeah, this is kind of what it mattifies into. So as you can see, it's a very matte. I'm actually going to zoom in so you can see how matte this is. This is a very matte coverage. Very matte. And I have bags today, so we're going to try to conceal that, try to make that go away. That's another thing. If you're dry, do not risk trying to, you know, set your concealer, anything like that, because it's just going to make you look ashy and dry. Keep it to a minimum. This is something, you know, keep it to a minimum. I will use a concealer that you don't have to set. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan and try to set it as quickly as I possibly can. And I'm going to try the sponge with this as well and see how it works out. Again, this is first impressions. I have not used the sponge before, but I have used the concealer combo. The first time I did make the mistake of setting it. Very bad mistake. Setting it with powder. Not necessary. And then I'm just going to use this flat side and kind of pounce it in. Kind of rounding the edges, and I kind of use the one side, other side method, which means you kind of just alternate between the two sides. Just to make sure they get really even Steven. And again, the sponge is very small. It's used to big like beauty blenders and things of that nature. you're gonna be like, oh, this is so small. But I kind of like that. You know, it's very compact. That would help with traveling, things of that nature. So that could be a good thing. And then I'm going to use I like that it's very flat, like right here. If you guys can see that, it's very flat. I really like that. So that makes that part of contouring pretty cool. And again, anything you set on this face, because it's so matte, you gotta set quick, like super quick. And I'm not going to set it. However, I am going to contour. Actually, I'm not even going to contour, I don't think. Or do I want to contour for this look? Actually, I want to show you guys what it looks like with a light contour. So I'm going to use a powder to contour. However, I'm going to set it with the MAC Fix Plus spray. So I'm going to take another BH brush that I got recently. I wanted to try some of their brushes out. This is the brush. This is vegan brush. And I'm going to use my True Complexion contour palette. And I'm just going to contour very quickly using this dark color. Not a lot of powder at all. Just very light-handedly. Kind of contouring in those areas. Very lightly because it is very matte. I kind of just want to show, like, especially my dry skin girls, kind of like, and excuse my hair, I'm going to fix it when my makeup's done. Kind of want to show you guys what it would look like with a little powder on it. So as you can see, it's very matte, very matte. So again, I'm gonna go with that MAC Fix Plus and spray this all over my face just to add some like moisture and texture back into my face. So I'm gonna go for that like right now. I just kind of fan that into my skin. And that's going to help cut some of that ultimate mattifying down a little bit. Okay, so while that is finishing, I am going to, now I would normally suggest if you're dry skin to use a dewy setting spray. But if you're going to be using it all day, you still, as long as you've prepped your face, could probably use something like the Urban Decay all-nighter spray. But I would probably suggest if it's just for like everyday use, or you know, you don't really need that mattified finish, you could use like your dewy setting spray. I'm going to use my NYX dewy setting spray to set this, to show you guys what that would look like. Again, this is more so for my dry face girls. So I'm just going to spray my face down so it can be set. I'm just going to make sure it's good. Excuse my bags today. Even with concealer, they still showing. That's doing that. Gonna put on my lipstick, the lip bar. Hello? Okay, give me like 2 seconds. Alright, bye. Then I'm going to put on my lipstick. So you guys, this is the complete look. So this is using the Rihanna Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 360. This is a very matte foundation, and this is also using the Rihanna Fenty Beauty Precision Makeup Sponge. So overall, I like the foundation. I love the shade. My only thing is I'm really hoping at some point Riri comes out with a dewy or something that's a little bit more moisturizing for people who have dry skin. However, I feel like for special events, things like that, I would definitely rock this no matter what. That's my thoughts on the Fenty Beauty foundation. If you're an oily skin girl, I think you're gonna love it. You're not gonna have to do a lot of extra stuff. You're really gonna like it. If you're dry, definitely make sure skin prep. As far as the precision sponge, I like that it's small. I like that it has all these different edges. However, it's not as soft as I anticipated it would be, like on the butt side, if that makes sense. But I'm definitely going to keep using it, trying it out, seeing how I like it. But overall, this is the finished look. So I hope you guys like it, and definitely support Riri. She has 40 shades, undertones, everything, doing it super big for the beauty industry. So I definitely think you guys should check that out and show her some love and support. So this is my quick Fenty Beauty review. So I hope you guys liked it. Tell me what shade you are below, if you've tried it, if you like it. If you're hoping Riri comes out with the dewy as well. She will be coming out with the holiday edition of her collection, which will have eyeshadows, lip glosses, and all kinds of things. So I personally cannot wait for the eyeshadows to come out. So it's gonna be super duper 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 dope. I did try some of the highlighters when I was in store. I did like the Ginger Mule. The Trophy Wife is not necessarily for me, but I do think it's super dope. But yeah, I definitely suggest you guys get out there, support it, support this. We always talk about people don't, you know, make colors for us, people don't do stuff for us, and you have somebody doing something for us. So make sure you guys go out there, try a sample, try it out, let me know what you thought. Again, I love it. It's very matte. Be aware, it's very matte. Once again, it's your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps. Pretty Girl Peeps. I don't know if I got pretty feet or not. I don't think I got pretty feet, y'all. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Facebook, all under Pretty Girl Peeps. So I thank you guys for watching, and all the details to everything I use will be in the link below. Thank you for watching.